It's spring, so let's talk batteries. Hi, welcome to the Mammoth Tech Show. I'm Jeff, and today we'll be talking about battery-powered lawnmowers, in particular the One Plus range from Ryobi. I always used to find that dealing with the big, long extension cord was always the most annoying thing about lawn mowing. So last year I decided to get myself a cordless mower. Battery-powered mowers have been around for a while and have been steadily coming down in price, so all I really needed to do was decide which one to get. When buying anything with a replacement battery, it's important to factor in how easy it is to get replacement batteries. It's no use getting a bargain price appliance if you can't get replacement batteries for it. But are battery-powered lawnmowers even any good? How long do they last? Well, if you look at this battery, it's 2.5 amps, which means it'll deliver 1 amp for 2.5 hours, or at least it should. Manufacturers are a little prone to being a bit overconfident in how much capacity are in their batteries. But how does that relate to a lawnmower? Well, unfortunately, it doesn't mean that you can power a lawnmower for 2.5 hours with a battery like this. A lawnmower doesn't draw 1 amp, it draws more like 10 or 12 amps. So suddenly that 150 minutes of runtime gets cut down to something like 12 or 15 minutes. The model of Ryobi lawnmower I went for, I don't believe is still currently available, but you can get ones that are very close to it. I went for it in particular because at the time there was a promotion going on. You bought the lawnmower, you got the normal battery and charger, but you also got an additional 4 amp battery as well, and as you can see, this one's quite a bit bigger. I went for the Ryobi One Plus because I just liked the idea of the interchangeability of the battery packs. You can use these not only with garden equipment but with DIY equipment, lawnmowers, trimmers, power tools, drills, sprayers, even something like this, a little air blower. Just slide it in and you can inflate any sort of airbed or anything you like. And you can also get ones which will do car tires as well. And because this was sold without the battery, it was a lot cheaper than a tool that just duplicated the battery. You can just use the battery you would use for all your other tools as well. So is the model I went for any good? Well, it is really the bottom of the Ryobi range. So it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but it is certainly perfectly powerful enough to go through all the grass I need. It's nice and comfortable to use. Some of the features, like the cutting head adjustment, betray its bottom of the range origins, but they work perfectly well, and it's nice to use, comfortable to use, and I'm perfectly happy with it. As with a lot of things in life, sometimes you just trade one problem for another. So instead of having to deal with that big extension cord, you have to deal with perhaps the battery won't last quite so long. But personally, getting rid of the hassle of dealing with that electrical cable dangling across the lawn, that danger and hassle, it's a bigger win than having to maybe stop mowing for a bit and going and have a cup of tea and coming out a bit later and finishing off at a later point. That's not so much of an issue for me, but for you, may be different. So I'm very happy with my Ryobi Cordless One Plus mower. It's not perfect, but it does the job. It's a lot easier and less hassle to use than a normal mains powered mower. And yeah, I'm very pleased that I picked it up. But what do you think? Have you got a cordless mower and how does it perform? How well does it last? Can you do your whole mow in one go? Or do you have to do it in stages? What are your experiences? Would you not ever use something powered by a battery? Do you always use petrol, for example? Personally, I wouldn't go with petrol, just more hassle than it's worth. Don't really have a big enough front lawn for that sort of thing. But is petrol better for you? Let us know. And if you enjoyed this, why not give us a like? If you'd like to see more from us, why not subscribe? I've been Jeff. This has been a talk about Ryobi 1 Plus, and this has been the Mammoth Tech Show, and you've been very kind to watch. Thank you very much.